Bitter melon, the medicinal fruit for diabetes, cancer and more. Bitter melon, Mamordica charantia, is a type of edible, medicinal fruit that is native to Asia, Africa, and parts of the Caribbean. It has a very long history of use in China, Ayurvedic medicine, a traditional system of healing that has been practiced for India for over 3,000 years. And also in some of the healthiest places of the world, such as Okinawa, Japan, one of the world's blue zones. Records show that culinary and medicinal uses of bitter melon originated in India, then were introduced into traditional Chinese medicine practices around the 14th century. Knowing that bitter foods tend to be cleansing for the body and capable of boosting liver health, the Chinese were attracted to bitter melon's extremely sour taste. They began cooking and using the fruit in recipes, as well as juicing it to create a tonic in order to help treat such conditions as indigestion, an upset stomach, skin wounds, chronic coughs and respiratory infections. Bitter melon has been the focus of well over 100 clinical and observational studies. It's best known for its hypoglycemic effects, the ability to lower blood sugar, and research shows that the melon's juice, fruit and dried powder can all be used to mimic insulin's effects and treat diabetes. Fruit and dried powder can all be used to mimic insulin's effects and treat diabetes. 7 Bitter melon benefits. 1. Helps normalize blood sugar levels. Findings from both human and animal studies have demonstrated a hypoglycemic effect of concentrated bitter melon extract, meaning it helps to lower blood glucose, sugar, levels and regulate the body's use of insulin. In many ways, bitter melon extract acts just like insulin that the body produces naturally. The Journal of Ethnopharmacology reports that over 100 studies using modern techniques have authenticated its use in diabetes and its complications. While multiple studies have found that Mamordica charantia can be beneficial in normalizing blood sugar and managing diabetes, its effects seem to depend on how it is consumed. A 2013 study published in the Journal of Agricultural Food Studies showed that bitter melon consumed in both raw or juice form helps to lower blood glucose levels in healthy and diabetic animals. Although other studies have found that responsiveness differs depending on the individual. This study analyzed the hypoglycemic effects of bitter melon extract and seeds on mice. 2. Fights bacterial infections and viruses. Research has demonstrated that bitter melon contains several forms of antibacterial as well as antiviral agents. These agents are capable of lowering susceptibility to such infections as Helicobacter pylori, a very common bacteria tied to the formation of stomach ulcers when someone's immune function is low, along with viruses including HIV. A report printed in the International Journal of Microbiology states that powdered bitter melon has been used in Ayurveda for centuries for dusting over leprous and other intractable ulcers and in healing wounds, especially when mixed with cinnamon, long pepper, rice, and chalmugra oil. In recent years, bitter melon extract has been successfully used against pylorus ligation, aspirin and stress-induced ulcers in rats, showing significant reductions in ulcer symptoms. Additionally, studies have identified anthelmintic agents within bitter melon, a group of anti-parasitic compounds that help expel parasitic worms and other internal parasites from the body. Anthelmintics work by killing parasites internally without causing significant damage to the host, the person or animal carrying the parasite. 3. Improves digestive and liver health. There's evidence that bitter melon extract can help reduce stomach and intestinal disorders, decrease kidney stones, help prevent liver disease and improve liver function, help treat parasitic worms that enter the GI tract, reduce symptoms of inflammatory bowel disease, including colitis, and improve overall digestive health. Research done at Anamali University in India showed that extract from bitter melon increased levels of glutathione peroxidase, GPX, superoxide dismutase, SOD, and catalase, helping to improve detoxification and prevent liver damage. Bitter melon also has natural laxative effects, and therefore helps to relieve constipation. A traditional use of bitter melon was for reducing stomach pains and ulcers. Recently, it has even been discovered that it can help act against Helicobacter pylori bacteria that contributes to ulcer formation. 4. Can help increase cancer protection. Although study results have been inconsistent, several studies have demonstrated bitter melon's efficacy in preventing or managing various types of cancers. Lymphoid leukemia, lymphoma, choriocarcinoma, melanoma, breast cancer, skin tumor, prostatic cancer, carcinoma of the tongue and larynx, bladder cancer, and Hodgkin's disease. How does bitter melon act like a cancer-fighting food? The Department of Biophysics, Molecular Biology, and Bioinformatics at the University of Calcutta states that Mamordica chara anti-IA has anti-cancerous, anti-mutagenic, anti-tumorous properties. While more research is still needed. To date, a small group of studies have found that cancer patients using bitter melon in addition to other treatments have shown promising results. 5. Reduces respiratory disorders and symptoms. Through increasing detoxification, improving blood flow, lowering inflammation, and decreasing free radical damage, bitter melon is capable of preventing common illnesses such as coughs, colds, or the flu. A strong immune system and well-functioning digestive system are essential for fending off potential infections and diseases, as well as reducing seasonal allergies and asthma. In traditional Chinese medicine, juice from bitter melon fruit has been used to treat dry coughs, bronchitis, and sore throats for hundreds of years. Studies today show that bitter melon juice, fruit, and seeds can be beneficial for preventing respiratory illnesses, coughs, mucus, and food allergies. 6. Helps treat skin inflammation and wounds. Several studies have identified anti-inflammatory compounds within bitter melon that help treat skin conditions such as eczema and psoriasis. Due to its antibacterial properties, traditionally, and sometimes still today, bitter melon has also been used topically on the skin to treat deep skin infections, abscesses, and wounds without the use of antibiotics. 7. May help prevent obesity and heart disease. The fruit extract of bitter melon has shown strong antioxidant activities in both human and animal studies, in addition to balancing hormones related to diabetes. There's potential for bitter melon to act as a therapeutic agent for preventing obesity and other symptoms related to metabolic syndrome and cardiovascular disease, such as high cholesterol and high blood pressure. Although more research is still needed, experimental animal and clinical studies show that bitter melon is beneficial in preventing weight gain by way of mediating and inducing lipid and fat metabolizing processes, gene expressions that control appetite and body weight, and reducing inflammation.